Mark here again, cooking books, bringing informational meal. On today's menu is inspiration. I spoke about taking tests and how life tests you in the last video I did, and I want to continue on just building that a little bit more. I'm gonna keep this video short to the point. If you and in the analogy I use trucks, right? If you have a GMC truck, that truck's gonna be tested differently than a let's say a Porsche speed car, a sports vehicle, right? A truck won't be tested the same way you test a Porsche or a BMW or a Mercedes Benz, a luxury Lincoln Town car is a luxury car. That luxury car won't be tested the same way a GMC truck is going to be tested. The Porsche, which is known for speed, is not going to be tested the same way a sports utility is going to be tested. And these vehicles are analogous of human beings in this analogy that I'm using. So the more weight that is needed to be conveyed is how a vehicle is going to be tested. So for instance, a GMC truck would be more associated with construction sites, right? You go to a construction site, you see a lot of these pickup trucks. They're tested for strength, durability, endurance because of the weight that they're going to be carrying. Their purpose requires them to have more strength. Again, the purpose of that truck requires more strength. Whereas a Porsche, it doesn't require necessarily strength, but it requires speed because its purpose is to be fast. Lincoln Town car doesn't necessarily require speed or durability. Its purpose is for luxury. So it might be tested more so the smoothness on the pavement. So the tires, they will probably test more on the tires for a smooth, luxurious, comfortable. Its test will be totally different from the GMC truck, which is going to be tested in a more rugged terrain because of its requirement or its purpose. And so in this analogy, the vehicles represent us. And you and I are going to be tested every single day, but our test will be dependent on what our purpose, the weight of your task. See, not everyone is given the same mission. God got a mission for me. He's got a purpose for you. He's got a purpose for her. Everyone's got their own unique purpose. Dependent on your purpose will determine the amount of testing you're going to be, or not the amount of testing, but the type of testing that you're going to have to encounter. So if you see when you see some people go through certain things, you can't. If you understand how God works, you got to understand that person is being tested based on their purpose, their journey, what they have to do. So sometimes the weight of the journey, the intensity of what your purpose, your calling, what you have to do, it's so heavy that you're going to have to be tested like that GMC truck. You're going to be put through a more rugged, rough terrain, whereas that luxurious town car ain't going to go through that. But the town car is only built for comfort. So if that town car was to find itself in a rugged terrain, it would not survive. A town car in a rough, rugged terrain, it would not be able to make it through the same mountains or the same just that ups and downs, the bumps, and it won't be able to. That car would probably fall apart, whereas a truck will be able to maneuver its way through. So I say that to say that you and I are tested every day in a similar sense. And based off your purpose, based off what you have to do in this world, you're going to be put on a path that's going to have a certain terrain that's going to build up your muscles, build up your inner strength, build up your mindset, make you the lion amongst men amongst the men amongst men. So keep that in mind and take your test. Peace.